I feel like we talk about this all the time, but I feel like this is our job and it's our duty to talk about our kids, the violence that's going on in Philadelphia, what's happening out here, because this shit is crazy, bro.
It's really disturbing, man. It's just this past week alone, bro. I'm kind of at a loss for words of just like how fucked up it is, to keep it frank.
For me, man, you got to ask yourself, like, when is this shit going to stop?
Yeah.
When are we going to get a hold on this? When is the gun violence going to stop? Like, all you watch on the news and then you see, bro, it's like these kids are out here playing fucking Grand Theft Auto, man. Like, it's like, yo, like, don't you understand? Like, there's no coming back from this. Like, these consequences that there's consequences that come with taking someone's life.
Yeah.
So taking someone's life, you don't get that back, bro. So for me, it's tough to watch, especially as having kids, and understand that my kids are out there also, and my son basically, he's out there, and it just makes you worry, man.
It does, man. And you mentioned like the one yesterday, which was crazy. They released like just video footage of the suspects getting out the car and lighting up the bus. These are happening at bus stops.
Right.
So no matter who you're targeting, there's so many innocent people around there.
Right.
But at a bus stop, people are just trying to get home, get to work,
Right.
maybe even go to the grocery store, whatever the case is. But like, bro, the targets are high school kids.
Right. Yeah.
Like, come on, like 4 people getting out of a car and lighting up a bus to target some high school kids.
Like, you gotta ask yourself, like, bro, is the beef that real? Like, is it that serious?
It makes me ask, like, is there a turf war going on? Is there some like larger beef going on?
It's got to be
crazy.
It's got to be something, bro. Honestly, because these things are not coincidental.
No,
they just don't happen. You just don't wake up in the morning and be like, you know what? We gonna get strapped and we gonna go shoot up this bus stop for no reason. Nah, it's not coincidental. Obviously, there's some type of beef, there's some type of drama, there's some type of animosity. Something's going on that that leads to that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it's been 4 locations in the past week. They said up North Philly, Cottman Ave, Center City, Fishtown, Germantown. Yeah. I'm sure we all know people in those areas.
Absolutely.
And it's really disturbing, man. Like Sherelle Parker made a statement last night, and bro, I just don't know, man. I really just don't know. It's saddening. I really have a loss for words on all this shit.
Yeah, because it's kids doing this. It's not, it's one thing when you see grown ass men doing this, but it's kids. 14, 15, 16-year-olds, 17-year-olds, like high school kids. Like, it's kind of like, yo, bro, when I was in high school, I wasn't thinking about strapping up and going to handle. Like, we got into fight
like with your fist,
right? And
like
but you would live to fight another day.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Every time
you live to fight another day, and you knew that, hey, listen, man, like, all right, we fought, we got over it, and then we moved on.
That was it.
You know what I mean? But with this, man, like, you taking lives, bro. You taking lives, man.
You can't get that back.
Yeah, you taking lives, man. And and like I said in my prior episodes, bro, there needs to be accountability taken, man.
What do you think could happen though? Like, how can we stop this? How can we, or at least like do something to ease it up?
I feel like it has to be a culmination of things. I think it number one, it starts at home. I think, parents need to be held accountable. I always say this, if your child is out there that's 14, 15, 16 years old, and you letting them out there playing cops and robbers, and they're out here with a gun, and you don't know where your child's at, they're just out here willy-nilly, and if you know you can potentially get arrested, then what you gonna do?
You're gonna stop them.
You're gonna stop them. You're gonna be a better parent. You're gonna be on top of them, because at the end of the day, as a parent, it's like, I ain't trying to go to jail for your ass.
Hell no.
You know what I'm saying? So you try to take some accountability for that, because you have to, because it's like, yo, if you get in trouble, I get in trouble.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So now you're more inclined to become a better parent and supervise your kids and check on them. Go in their room, see what's happening. Pick up that phone when somebody calls, see who's calling them. You gotta do more, and I think it starts at home. It has to.
It's got to start at home, and we know circumstances. We know people have busy lives.
Absolutely,
you got to care about your fucking kids, man.
Absolutely,
like, you got to know what they're doing. You gotta bring them up right, man. Like it's so difficult. You know, everybody's circumstances are different, but something has to change, man. Right. And we got to look at ourselves in the mirror, bro. Because you know what's going to happen is they're going to go on the news. They're going to say all this black on black crime is happening, and it just looks bad. It looks shitty.
No, it does. And also I do think, you know, like all our celebrities and all the people that represent Philadelphia or just all around the country, like we need to step up. Like, I feel like we do not talk about this shit enough. Nah. Like, we talk about all the nonsense, all the frivolous stuff that doesn't fucking matter. I mean, we need to talk about the stuff that really matters. Our kids, the youth. I mean, like, because at the end of the day, as we get older, they're the ones that's going to take over. Yep. And at the rate that it's going, it's just going to be fucking pure chaos, bro.
Pure chaos.
Pure chaos. So at the end of the day, we need to speak up. We're doing our part. Yes, you know what I mean? We're not celebrities, but we reach certain people. We have a certain reach. So imagine the people that does have the big reach, that does reach out to the masses, that has a voice that people look up to, that follow them and idolize them. They need to speak up too about the violence that's going on out here, because at the end of the day, same way that we pick up social media and see this shit, it's the same way they do also. So I think we
100%.
all need to speak up about it and do something about it.
Yeah, man. And a lot comes back to education, man. A lot of the times it comes back to education, and there are no resources being put into the development of these kids. Absolutely. In fact, it's being taken away, man. Yeah. Like, I worked with Strawberry Mansion, and everybody talks about Strawberry Mansion and, you know, this bad, you know, what's the word I'm looking for?
Representation?
No, it's got a bad rep, but, you know, the narrative drives that reputation. The narrative, like, in the media, it makes people believe things are a certain way. At the end of the day, we're talking about kids, man.
All right.
A news article goes out, and all of a sudden, the school's body goes down from 1,500 to 200 kids. Like, where are the rest of those kids going?
Absolutely.
It's crazy. Yeah. It's crazy. So we got to just do a better job overall, man.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's kind of like, you know, I feel like we live in a culture now where it's like people just don't talk about it. You know what I mean? It's just kind of like, oh, we don't talk about it, it'll go away. Yep. That's not the way things work. You gotta talk about it. You gotta face this issue and the problem head on so we can get a resolution. You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, we understand that it doesn't happen overnight. But little by little, you invest in these kids, you invest in time and show them some love, man. And even for me, like, you know, every now and then I go out there, and then, you know, I got this program that I go to on Fridays mostly. And, you know, I play basketball with these kids, and these kids come in, they got ankle bracelets on. They're angry. They're upset. They come in all strong. But for me, it's like, that shit don't mean nothing to me. I mean, for me, I hug them. Tell them I love them. Yo, I'm here for you. I give them a little word.
Love,
man. I give them some energy at the end. It means to give them some inspiration. I speak life into them. And that's the problem. We're not speaking life into these kids. You have to speak life into them. You got to show them that somebody gives a fuck about them, because what the problem is, these kids, they go out there and they think the homie on the corner is the one that loves them. They think the people that's doing bad out here is the one that love them. The one that's killing somebody out here, that's the one that love them. And that's not the case, because that's the only person that they can go to.
The streets don't love you, man.
Right. We need to give these kids an outlet. We need to build more rec centers. We need to clean up these parks. Stop taking the goddamn libraries away. I mean, give them some place they could go to get peace. So that's why they come to this rec center. And on Fridays, I see them, and I play basketball with them. In the beginning, they come in, it's all tough. I'm like, yo, come out of here, man. Get out of here. And I use basketball just to break that barrier down. And at the end of it, they're like, yo, Mr. Steve, yo, can we come out? You gonna be here next Friday? Are you gonna be here? Oh, this and that. And some of these kids, they break down to me, and they, you know, because home is fucked up. And I get it. I understand. We all don't come from a great home. And I get that. But at the end of the day, like, we got to understand, we got to talk to these kids. We got to show them love, because at the end of the day, if we don't, this is what continues to happen.
Yeah, man. You nailed it. Like, that's it. Love, compassion, man. Like, everybody's circumstances is different. And with a little compassion, it goes a long way. You don't have to go out there.
No.
Nobody's making you go out there. You're going out there for the love of your people and your community, man.
Right.
And so
I mean,
we just need more of that.
Yeah, we do,
and
man.
It's a lot, and we need to highlight the people that are doing it like we've been doing.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And we need community, man. You know, you see something, say something, man. Like, miss me with all that snitching shit. Miss me with all that, oh, I don't want to say nothing. No, man. You don't say nothing. Things continue to happen. Open your damn mouth and say something. You see something, say something, bro. Because at the end of the day, this thing is going to continue to happen. Like, don't listen to the people, the celebrities and what you see on Instagram and snitching and all that. Like, yeah, but if you're trying to protect the community and protect your kids, man, I'm telling every freaking time, bro. Because at the end of the day, we have this stupid ass stigma and we have this stupid ass set of rules that who the fuck knows made up that, you know what, we're not going to talk about something that we see something in our neighborhood. Oh, okay, you're not going to talk about it until that person that shot someone on the corner comes and shoots your ass or one of your kids gets shot. No, man, you see something, say something. Open your goddamn mouth, man, because we got to protect each other. Not the bad guy that's out there. Protect each other in your community, man.
100%, man.